my lovelies, how are you? Sorry about that. My laptop decided it wanted to do an update just as I wanted to go live. I went on it, it was like, we can't do anything more until you've done an update. I was like, no, come on. And it always goes so slow, doesn't it? It's always a pain. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're all okay. I hope everyone's feeling well. We're doing block of the week today. What have we been up to? Nothing major today. Busy. Sorting out subscription boxes, and what else have we been doing? Trying to get all the stuff ready for her Chanda next week, because I'm back up on the 5th of July. I've got a craft extra at 2 p.m. and then main show then at 5 p.m. next Thursday, the 5th. That's about right, I think. We've had suitcases delivered today as well, which is really good because it's nearly time for my holiday, which I'm very excited about. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else to tell you. Let's just have a quick hello to everybody before we get going. Hi Kate, hi Sheila, hi Jane, hi Claire, hi Carolyn, hello my darlings. I have got little man here today. Josh is on Jonah daycare, and so Hey Dougie is playing in the background, so sorry if it's a bit noisy, but he's having his lunch and he's quiet at the moment, so you know, got to keep him good. Keep him happy. Right, let's get this little block down. So some of you might have seen some of the fabrics I showed you yesterday that we've had new into the shop, the Dragonfly Dance ones, which had those beautiful water lilies and stuff. So I was playing around with a block last night, and I was like, oh, I don't know what I want to do, I don't know what I want to make, etc, etc. And I thought, well, actually, let's have a little go at a sort of a water lily type block. So came up with this little one, which is more like a water lily bud. In fact, I've called it a water lily bud because it didn't quite work as a water lily, but it's a really pretty flower. So I've written the pattern up, I've popped it onto the website as a digital download for £2 as usual. And I've called it Water Lily Bud block, and but I put two sizes on there. So a 12.5-inch block, but I've also written it up as a 6.5-inch so that you could put four together to make a 12.5, which might be, I think, quite pretty as well. So let's go over to the overhead. Who's there? Hi Leslie, hello my darlings. Let's just have a little look who else is there. Hi Jackie, hi Wendy, hi Carol, lovely. Hi everybody. Cool earrings. Ah, thanks Carolyn. I freaked Meg out, Sarah's daughter, out earlier because I saw her, she sorted a nail out, I chipped it, and she was like, what's good? She was like really staring at me. She couldn't work out this one here because she thought I'd had this pierced because it was kind of sat against. She was like, have you had your jaw pierced? I was like, no, it's just hanging off the back. But I did freak her out for a few seconds, made her think. So little man's been here and I think everything's moved a bit, so I'm hoping I'm in the right place, I'm guessing. So this is what I'm calling a water lily bud block. So the idea is, you know, when water lilies, before they completely open out like that, and I'm going to carry on playing around with an open water lily as well, actually. This would be like the little bud one, you know, when they're just sticking out of the water and you've got those lovely little buds. So I thought we'd have a play around with this. Like I said, I have written a pattern up, and I'll give you the sizes to the 12.5, but I've also done, and you can see these are all my notes last night, making sure if the block worked or not. But I've also on the pattern done a 6.5-inch block as well for you. So for a 12.5-inch block, out of your background fabric, you will need, what will you need? You will need two 5.5-inch squares, three 4.5-inch squares, oh, not that one 2.5-inch square, and one 2.5 by 4.5-inch rectangle. So that's your background fabrics. And then from your fabric one, which is your petals, basically, the petally bit. Now I'm using scraps, so I'm using this really lovely bit of purple colour this time. It's a grunge that was in the box, so I thought I'd use this time so you can see the flower in a different colour. You've got to need a 5.5 and a 4.5. And then you want a little 2.5-inch square for like the actual bud bit, the tip of the bud. And then you want a 5.5-inch for your leaf. Okay. So, hi Grace, hi Marion, hi Patricia. Is it really wet there, lovely? Oh, it's cloudy here today, but it's not wet, touch wood, so far, which would be nice. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to start by making this little top piece here. Okay, that little bit there. So, we're going to need that one, which is the little bud piece, the 2.5. The 2.5 background and the 2.5 by 4.5. And we're going to stitch these two together, and then we're going to add that one on top. Okay, now I've used a blue as my background. It's a linen texture, and it's the very, very pale blue, because I just was going with like a watery theme, but it doesn't have to. They could be like rosebuds. They would be rosebuds, wouldn't they, if you maybe did them in reds and pinks with a white or cream background or something. It was just a sort of a generic bud, but it all came from that water lily fabric yesterday. You absolutely love the dragonfly dance. You've made a pineapple surprise quilt with the jelly. It's beautiful, isn't it? Really, really stunning fabrics. And we had managed to get like the last bolts out of the warehouse of a lot of them. So I'm going to put these right sides together. You want to make sure that the bird is on the right hand side as well, okay? So I'm going to put these right sides together, stitch down, and then we're going to pop that one on. So, but yeah, hi Natalie, hi Melba as well. Hello everybody. Yeah, we were very lucky actually that we managed to get that, hopefully this is in the right place, nothing's got knocked, that last little bit, because it is discontinued now. Once it's gone to quote Create and Craft. So it is, we were lucky to get as much as we could actually, as many of them as we could. So they won't last long neither, not at that price. So just stitch down 1/4 inch, and I'm going to press towards the darker fabric. So for me actually that is the yellow is slightly darker, so I'm just going to very quickly press that. I managed to get my little iron back as well from Hachanda. They found it, so I was just like, yay! So I brought that home with me this time. And then this one is going to sit on top. Okay, so we're going to put this right sides together and stitch down. Okay, so this is a very simple little block, very simple piecing, but I was, like I said, inspired by those fabrics. And it's kind of similar to the lily block that we did. I think kind of similar to the tulip block that we did as well. I just played around a little bit with that. So we're coming back over here. There we go. You had a very restrained order. I did see your order come in. And then we want to just press that one out like that. So you've created that little bit there. All right. Yeah. So we're going to just give that a quick press. Okay. He's making a right mess over there with those quavers, isn't he? So that's that little block there done. Now what we want to do is we're going to make the 2 sets of half square triangles. So I've got my background 5.5s. You could get away with 5 inches because they need to be squared up to 4.5. But you know I like to give wiggle room, and I'm going to do one in the purple and one in the green. Okay, so we're going to do getting excited about Soamby final tonight. Oh, it is as well, isn't it? Oh, thank you for reminding me. I'd forgot it was Wednesday. My brain is all over the place at the moment. I don't know what day of the week it is. I don't know why, but I've been I think it's because Sarah wasn't in on Monday. It's just, and I saw her like for the first day of the week. I keep thinking it's Tuesday today, but it's not. It's Wednesday, isn't it? So we're going to just draw half square triangles. They've gone right sides together as ever. You all know how to do these now. Line down the back, and we're going to stitch down 1/4 inch. Do the same on this one. Line that one up. If you're careful with your fabric and careful with your stitching, you can get these at 5 inches, but I've written up it's 5.5 to give you that wiggle room, because some people are still new to blocks and stuff. Did your subscription box get sorted? Yes, it did, darling. No problem. All sorted. It will be in the post to you at the end of the week. Okay, with all the others. So if you've done subscription boxes, if you wanted July's, you had to order by the 20th, and that will be going out on Thursday or Friday. Thursday, that should go out. It might even go out tomorrow. But if you order now, you'll be getting it at the end of July, because that will be the next box. So, but no, Leslie, yours is all sorted, darling. So we're going to stitch down 1/4 inch either side. Okay. Hi, Karen. So you're going to watch tonight. All right, lovely. We're going to watch tonight. So I will, you can catch up then with me. Oh, I can't find the machine pedal. There we go. So keeping the blade on that drawn line as ever. Down we go. There we go, like that. I'm going to flip that round. No problem, Leslie. No problem at all. Let's get it all sorted for you. Yesterday we had a big, because we had so many new fabrics with all that dragonfly and all come in, and the other ones that I showed you were called Free Motion Fantasy, those beautiful like bold prints. They're on the website now as well. I did add in quite a lot of fabrics into the clearance section. Stuff that's been hanging around for a couple of months. It's gone into the clearance section. So there's quite a lot new in there. Sarah put a lot of stuff into job lots as well. So if you're looking for sort of slightly bigger pieces, check out the job lots section. So there we go, down that side. I was busy on Daphne yesterday. I managed to get a quilt and a half done yesterday. I got someone's whole quilt and I'm going to another half of somebody else's, which I'm going to hopefully finish today. So stitch down like that. Come back over here. And then we're going to chop these up and square them up. Okay, so just chop up that line. I mean, I'm sure you guys can all do half square triangles in your sleep now. So is anybody, what's your predictions for sewing bee? Who do you want to win? Who do you think is going to win? I don't know who has everybody watched last week's now? Can we talk about last week's now? Is that all right? Should we talk about last week's? I was a bit annoyed with them, to be honest. Really was a bit annoyed with them. I was like, don't do that. Make a decision. You know, have a pair of balls. Make a decision, Patrick. Come on. I was a bit annoyed that they let them all go through. I know I'll be in the minority here, but I actually didn't think that Bryony was the one to go. I thought that Magni's should have gone. I hated that crane dress. Absolutely hated it. I thought it was terrible. Not Brogan. You don't like Brogan? Oh, see, I like Brogan. I don't know why, but I actually think, what's the girl who did the Mount Fuji dress? She's not great in technical, it's not great in the transformation challenges, but that Mount Fuji dress I thought was beautiful. I think that has been was lovely. But yeah, I know I'm going to be in the minority, but I don't actually think that Brogan should have been the one to go. I thought it should have been Magni last week. I genuinely hated that crane dress. I thought it was awful. And yet I quite liked what Brogan did. Yeah, I really like Brogan too. I think she's a bit twee, some of her stuff, but I think she's a very good sewer. I like her skill, although she doesn't necessarily. It wasn't an origami dress, but it was still a damn sight better than that crane thing. What's the other girl called? I've forgotten her name. Not Deborah. The young girl with dark hair, who got garment of the week, which was amazing. That pleating and how she drafted it all herself was unbelievable. I think that's probably who I want to win more than Deborah, because Deborah's a bit rubbish at some of the other challenges. Her made to measures are always stunning, but. Annie. It's Annie, isn't it? I think. Yeah. So anyway, I'm just squaring these up to 4.5. Like that. Okay. So everything's on 4.5 because we're doing a 12.5 inch block. So like that, just making sure we've got diagonal line, 4.5. Like that. Yeah, Deborah or Annie. I think I want Annie to win. I think she would be my overall winner, and if not, I think I'd like Deborah to win, just because I love her made to measures. I think she always does a fantastic job with them. So, but Annie, yes, that's it, lovely. Yeah, it wasn't origami. Dress was lovely. Don't mind who wins. Yeah, no, you're right. Brogan's wasn't origami. It was still better sewn though than Magni's. And I just didn't like it. It just looked like a sack where somebody had done some dodgy bit of applique on the front. And I've loved some of the stuff she's done. Really loved some of the stuff she's done. I thought she's been a worthy contestant. And some of the things she's come up with has been like, was it her denim that I really liked? Not her denim. Can't remember what it was now. But last week, no, that made to measure was terrible. Sorry. And this is coming from a non-dressmaker. I'd like to see me try and do it. Leslie, you like Brogan and Annie. I think I would like Annie to win. She's been like the horse that comes up at the rails at the end. Absolutely. Yeah, no, I think I agree with that. I don't mind Annie. I think that's who I'd like to win. I think that's probably who is going to win. I think she's the most consistent. She's sort of a not top of the table, but towards the top of the table, always on the pattern challenge, isn't she? And the transformation, and her made to measures have been amazing. That red dress she did a couple of weeks ago, wowzers, that was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Right, so there's me yabbering on about sewing bee. You can discuss it all with Sarah tomorrow. Sarah, next Thursday is the 7th. It's the 5th I'm going. It must be Tuesday I'm going then. Oh God, is it Tuesday?
One slice of bread.
Oh, it's the 5th I'm going. I can't remember. I'll look it up when it might be Tuesday I'm going then. Yeah, it's the 10th on the Sunday because that's when we fly. Oh, I don't know. It's the 5th next week. I'll look it up when I get home. When I get back to the shop.
Jonah.
So you want 2 in the petal colour, 2 in the leaves like that. What's he doing?
Crushing food instead of eating.
Don't crush the food, mate. You want that little block that you made like that. And then you need 3 4.5s in the background and 1 4.5 in like that. And we're going to basically lay this out nice and easily. Okay. So you really, really want to pay attention to the way the petals and the leaves are placed. Okay. Because it will look completely different otherwise. So I want this one to sit like that. Okay. And I want this one to sit like that. So I've got the purple enclosing that, okay? It's very easy when you're stitching to do this sort of thing, okay? And suddenly you've got a different type of flower happening, okay? So you want to make sure that you've got purple touching, all purple, okay? Like that. I turned it too many times then, didn't I? Okay, so there's my little bit there. This one up here is a little bit of background. Like that. And this one down here is a little bit of background. And that corner there. Am I in the right place or do I need to come over? Sorry guys. Like I said, like that. And then again with the leaves, just be careful about which way you're putting them. Okay, so you want to create a line across like that. So it looks like that's sort of floating off these leaves which are like in the water. Does that make sense? Okay, just be that's one thing that people do get really turned around about with half square triangles is how you, when you put them together to create, because it's so easy to do, you know, I'm trying to do make it wrong. There you go. You know, so it'd be so easy to do something like that, or have one you know, have one going this way and one going that way, and then you put the blocks together and it doesn't look right, and it's quite hard to get it right sometimes. Okay, so that goes together like that. We're going to stitch that one to that one to that one. Those 3 together, then those 3 together. Okay. That's beautiful. Oh, thank you, Patricia. That's lovely. You went to see the new Elvis film last night. It was fabulous. Oh, what was it? I've not seen that. I've not even seen a trailer for that. Lovely. It's who's playing Elvis? Is it a documentary type film, or is it like a story of his life, like the Elton John one and the Bohemian Rhapsody one for Freddie Mercury? Who's playing Elvis? Would we know him, or is it an unknown? There we go. So down that way. So I'm just making sure I'm keeping them in the right order as I do it. So that was my middle one, this side, and then this one's going to go that side. Uh-oh, what's the matter with you, Mr. Blister? There you go, down that side. Hi Eileen, how are you, lovely? Yeah, it's a little, I'm calling it a water lily bud block, just because it was inspired by, oh, where's my machine suddenly got a big puckered in the stitching? That's annoying. I was inspired by all those dragonfly dance fabrics yesterday, which had all those beautiful water lilies on. So I'm bringing this next one over, trying to keep it in the order to make sure that I don't turn around those half square triangles too much. But I've done it as a pattern, like I said, digital download. Oh, right, the machines, the thread snapped, that's why it's suddenly puckered. Okay, let's... Why have you suddenly... thread? Are you not eating your lunch over there, Mr. Blister? There should be a yogurt in the fridge, love, you can have.
Sara needs to learn to butter both sides of the bread though. She's like buttered only one slice of bread.
Cara, lovely, if you're listening, you need to butter both sides of the bread. The cheese in his sandwich didn't stick. There we go. Oh, you're very welcome, Kay. That's absolutely fine, darling. Didn't really do much. Just pointed you in the right direction. Or hopefully the right direction anyway. You can blame me if it's not. Random question. Have you got any rainbow thread? As in sewing thread? Yes, we have, lovely. We've got the Gutermann varied ones, which are rainbows. And they actually stitch up beautifully if you do like decorative stitches. Yeah, if you're passing, Jill, pop in and we'll have a little look. Austin Butler is Elvis and Tom Hanks is Colonel Parker. It's about their lives together and acted very well. Oh, well, I love a Tom Hanks film, so I probably need to see that one, don't I? Oh, I just dropped a square on the floor. Right, so let's just do this very last row and we can put it all together. But like I said, I think this would be really pretty as a 6-inch block as well. And then you could make smaller ones and dot in with these bigger ones. It'd be really pretty. And I will go in, I will have a play, keep playing around and design like a full, like a water lily that's open to go with this bud block, I think. That might be quite nice actually. I might do some, like lots of floral blocks. Or maybe a whole pond. You know, so we've got a block with a dragonfly on it, we've got a block with some water lilies, you could have a reed, couldn't you? So let's come back over here a second. Okay, I'm just going to very quickly press these. Okay, so I'm going to press all of these ones one way. So this was my bottom row. Just press that one that way. Like that. And then that's my middle row, so that's going to sit there, so I want those to be pressed the other way so that they nest nicely. There we go, like that. Make a pretty cushion as well, wouldn't it? You could do like some cushions and just put a little frame or something around it. And that one's that way, so that one needs to go that way so that they, again, like I said, they nest nicely. There we go. And then we can just pop these together. So we're going to pop that one to that one. Flip that over and then we put the bottom one on. We've got time. Yeah, I've got time to just quickly put these together. Hi, Michaela. How are you? Thank you for joining us. There we go. So we're going to pop that one and make sure you're nesting that nicely so that your seams are going opposite directions. And we'll use a pin. And then that one in there like that. Okay, again, you pop a little pin in there just to hold those seams down. We're going to stitch across 1/4 inch and then I can put the bottom one on. So I'm going to go over to here, just line that up nicely, make sure that's all underneath. Go a little bit slow because I've got a bit of bulk underneath because of the half square triangle, so start off a bit slower. There we go, all the way down. Get a little bit, just make sure that seam slides nicely. Oh, no, caught on that pin. Caught on that pin I am. Moved it all. Here we go. I won't flip cameras, I'll just very quickly press this and then come back again. What was that? I went with my son to see Top Gun, it was amazing. Oh, I really want to see it, Kate, I really do. I love the first film. It's that proper 80s nostalgia now, isn't it, when you watch it? Yeah. We just haven't had 2 minutes to ourselves, to be honest, to actually do anything. Life's been a little bit crazy. That's one of the reasons we had that little cheeky weekend away. But can't really go and see Top Gun when we were in Tenerife because it was it would have been in Spanish, wouldn't it?
Well done,
just... Is he devoured that yogurt that quickly? Oh my goodness me!
Is that again it?
There we go. Do you want to come and say hello to the ladies quickly? Granny's nearly finished. Do you want to come out, say hello? He started doing this hysterical, not horrendous, hysterical little laugh thing, which Cara's calling his devil laugh, because he does it in the middle of the night and scares her on the baby monitor. Hey! Oh, you are covered in all sorts of nonsense. You just want to watch Granny sew, don't you? You want to, get him out, darling. Don't bring that all the way over. Get him out and you can sit on my lap. I've just about finished. So there we go. Just very quickly iron this out and we're all done. So it is quite a quick block and it's a nice big block as well. There we go. So all done. Hi. You are covered in yoghurt, aren't you? All sorts of nonsense. So there we go. It's a little water lily bird block. It would look quite pretty in different colours as well, I think. You could do all the different birds in different colours. It'd be a nice block. So, like I said, I've popped it onto a digital download if anybody wants it. Let's come over here. Right, you come in here. You come in here, monkey. You've got that funny... Oh dear, chatty bands on, aren't you? Hiya. You're getting so big now. You can't. It's all right. He likes to sit and watch me sew, don't you? Don't you? Look at you. Yogurt all around your chops. You're gonna have to get a baby wipe on that. Go and find Uncle Josh then. Go in. No, you're coming back up. Can't make it. No, I'm not going anywhere, darling. I'm talking at the moment. I'll be with you in a minute. So that's me for today. Quick little block, but. There's lots of possibilities. I think you could play around with it. You could definitely make it different flowers. Put it onto point if you wanted to have them going up that way. Yeah, rather than sat on the side. Might be quite nice on point actually. It'd be pretty cushion, wouldn't it? You could then like practice your free motion into these sections and things if you quilted it up, or put some applique on it. We've got miniature dragonfly applique templates. I think it's in the dragonfly dance. You could then applique onto this and stitch into it and stuff, or embroider into it and things. So lots of ideas, lots of things you can play around with. I will, Kate. We will try and go. I might try and go this weekend, depending on how we get on with the organising and stuff. So I might try and go this weekend, maybe go see Top Gun. I know Phil wants to see it too. Right, I'm going to love you and leave you. Sarah will be back tomorrow with a marble maze, and then I'll be back next week. But I've got to work out what days I'm actually going to Ochanda. I'm not sure now. I'm all confused. I had it in my head it was Thursday, but you're right. I think the 5th is Tuesday, in which case I better get a wiggle on and get sorted, haven't I? Anyway, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye.